Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I filmed a video, but that's because it was the holidays. It was Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and it was also my brother's birthday, and I was spending a lot of time with my family. I haven't had a lot of family time in a long time, so I was trying to spend it as much as possible with them, so I haven't really been filming. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing something so juicy. I'm going to be talking about the time this married man tried to hit on me and tried to pretty much have sex with me at a family function, and this story took place this Thanksgiving. Literally like 4 days ago, literally just full on Thanksgiving at a family function. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into it, and I actually have proof, and I'm not the type of person to talk about guys and put guys on blast, but this story is just so bizarre and so crazy that I had to share. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a preface of how I know this married guy. So I hang out with my best friend a lot. Like, we hang out all the time. There was a point in our lives where I pretty much was living with her because I would sleep over her house. I would be with her pretty much all the time, and every time they would have a family function, every time they would have a party, I would always go. So my best friend's dad is really good friends with his neighbor, and his neighbor also has a wife, and they're just a happily married couple, and I always see them, and I become good friends with the husband's wife, pretty much the neighbor, my best friend's neighbor's wife. I have become really good friends with her, and every time we would have a party or a family function, they would always be there, and we would just talk and just be friends. So I was pretty cool with the neighbors as well, just because I always see them because I was at my friend's house a lot. So, okay, that was a little bit of a preface. So a week before Thanksgiving, I had a friend request from the husband's wife's brother. I'm trying to like explain the story as best I can, but it's a little bit hard to explain because it's a lot. So my best friend's neighbor's wife's brother sent me a friend request on Instagram. And I immediately knew who it was because they had the same last name, and I knew who it was because I've seen him before at some of the parties that were going on, and I've just seen him before, so I knew who it was. So of course I accepted and I followed as well because I knew this guy and we were like pretty cool with each other. Like, we never really talked, but we would say hi to each other. So just, I accepted it, whatever. But then that's when it got a little bit weird because he sent me a DM that said, "Hey, babe." And I was like, oh no, like he's gonna start flirting with me. This is awkward. So I immediately was like uncomfortable because first of all, I am not into him. I don't like him. He's not my type, so I'm not into him. Second of all, I see him a lot. Like, every time my best friend has a party or something's going on, he's usually always there, and I just feel like it's gonna be awkward because why is this man flirting with me? So he texts me, he DMs me with, "Hey babe," and I obviously responded back. I was like, "Hi, how are you?" And he kept just like being very flirty, like heart emoji, heart eyes emojis. Like, he was just being very flirty, and I was just not into him, and I wasn't interested. I wasn't looking to be with him. I really was not interested in him, so it was very awkward. So I kind of just ignored him, whatever, everything was fine, but it was definitely very weird. And I told my best friend, I was like, holy shit, like he's DMing me, like I don't like him, like it's gonna be so awkward next time I see him. And at this point, I didn't know he was married. I realized this man was married Thanksgiving Day. So when he was DMing me, I had no idea he was married, nor did my best friend. It was just simply me not being interested in him. So, okay. My best friend invited me to her Thanksgiving, and I was like, of course I'm gonna go. After my Thanksgiving, I'll go to your Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be more food for me. I'm joking. I really love my best friend and her family, so of course I was gonna go. So on my way to her Thanksgiving dinner, I realized that this man is probably gonna be there. So I texted her, and she was like, "Yeah, he's here, but don't worry. You got this. Like, let's not make this ruin our night." And I was like, okay, I got this. So I entered and I started greeting everyone. I am Hispanic, so you're supposed to greet everyone. And I greeted everyone but him because I just felt like it was like really, really uncomfortable. I pretty much told him that I wasn't interested, and I just feel like it was weird. But that wasn't the only thing that happened. So my best friend pulled me aside and told me some crazy tea that I was not expecting. She pretty much told me that he came, because I went to the party a little bit late because of my Thanksgiving with my family, but she told me that when he arrived with his wife. With his wife. Heart dropped. I was like, holy shit, like this man is married. How dare he try to flirt with me and try to get with me? Such a cheater. And I was like, okay, like where is the wife? Like, is the wife still here? Like, is this gonna be even more awkward? And my best friend was like, no, his wife is with his sister at her house, which is literally the house next to us. His wife was there. So I was like, holy shit. So I felt even more uncomfortable knowing that this man was married. So I tried my best to ignore him, whatever. I would see him pass by. I tried my hardest to ignore him. So this is when he just started getting like a little too close. So we were playing dominoes, and he just instantly comes and tries to start a conversation with me. And I was really, really not having it. I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're married, be discussing somewhere else. So I pretty much ignored him. We were playing dominoes. He tried to come up and talk to me. I ignored him. Whatever. He left. I didn't want to start drama. So I was trying my hardest to like ignore him and just be happy with my best friend. That's pretty much what I was trying to do. Things got a little bit weird when we started playing pool. So my best friend has a pool table, and I don't know if I have the picture, and if I do, I'm gonna put it right here. I didn't end up having a picture of the pool table. I did take one on Snapchat, but I guess I didn't save it. I do have proof of other things, I promise. So we were playing pool, my best friend and I, like a joke, just us two. And that's when the man came in. The pool table was in the garage, so my best friend and I were like pretty much like kind of locked up in the garage, whatever. But that's when the married guy gets into the garage and tries to talk to me. And I just think it's so awkward. My best friend and I are like staring at each other like, oh my god. Like, we're trying our hardest as possible to ignore him and to stay away from him. And he's like literally trying his hardest to get close to me. So he's pretty much like chasing me everywhere. So my best friend and I are playing pool, and he's like trying to help us and teach us how to play pool. And my best friend and I weren't like trying to play for real. And like, it was kind of like a buzzkill. Like, he was being like annoying. But he was really sweet. Like, he's a really, really, really nice person, and I feel bad for making this video, but it was just it's a pretty bizarre thing. So he's really, really sweet, but like, I just don't want to talk to you. And he just kept on coming and trying to start a conversation, and he's like, my name is Chad, I think we talked before. And I was like, yeah. So we were just like having our little conversations, whatever. My best friend was there, and she was kind of like helping me to like, you know, she was just like there to help me. So we finished the pool game and we left again, and my best friend and I went to the trampoline. Actually, not the trampoline. We went to the bounce house. And this, I actually have proof of this. Let's go into the bounce house. I'm 19 and I went to the bounce house. Do you have a problem with that? So we were in the bounce house, my best friend and I. We were just having fun. Everything was pretty cool. Until I turned around and I literally saw the married guy staring at me, like right next to the bounce house. And you have to keep in mind, the bounce house is pretty isolated. Like, the adults are kind of like far away. The bounce house is isolated. So when I saw him, I like jumped. I was like, what the heck? Like, who is that? And when I saw it was literally that man. So I told my best friend, and we were both like so uncomfortable. Like, why is he there? Like, why is he following us everywhere? Like, it's so weird. So I literally just wanted to punch him in the face and tell him to leave me alone. And I feel like I should have told him to leave me alone since the beginning, but I just didn't want to start anything. I didn't want to have like to confront him. I hate that, and I didn't want to start drama on Thanksgiving Day. So my best friend and I left the bounce house, and she kind of had to do something for a little bit. So I was sitting on the table by myself, and Lord and behold, the married guy came up to me and started talking to me. and I will put in the clip right now. It's really hard to hear what he says, but he's pretty much giving me a lot of compliments and things like that. And the weird thing is, he's flirting with me in front of, like, everyone. Everyone knows he has a wife, and he's flirting with me in front of everyone. He has no shame. He has no fucks to give. So weird. It's so disgusting. Like he must have some type of balls to just try to flirt with me and try to get with me in front of everyone after he like introduced his wife to everyone. Just bizarre, but take it. Thank you. Thank you.
That's all I gotta say. I mean,
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. And now in life, see it.
Oh God.
I said, wow.
Thank you. So yeah, he pretty much tries to flirt with me and tries to like tell me that he wants to get to know me, that he wants to hang out, that he doesn't care about his wife. And I was like, listen, like, one, I am just not attracted to you. Two, you have a wife. Like, that is, to me, the main issue in this whole dilemma is you have a wife. Like, that is so effed up what he's trying to do. And it's just sad that he's doing it in front of everyone that literally saw his wife, like, an hour ago. It's just so sick. It's so sad. And I felt very, very just disgusted about the whole situation. So, whatever, we talked for like probably 20 minutes and it's just a lot of like him trying to flirt with me and stuff, and I was just very turned off and immediately like just disgusted by the whole thing. So whatever, my best friend came and she saved me, and you know, I was like, fuck you to the man, and I pretty much went upstairs and never saw him again. And this story I was really dwelling on doing because I am friends with this man's sister. And whenever I have to go to my best friend's parties or things like that, they're always there. And I'm really scared that they're gonna see this video, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna know who they are. And I'm pretty sure I said the guy's name. So yeah, it's gonna be really awkward. I hope they don't watch this video, but yeah. So that was the story of the time this married guy flirted on me and tried to get with me at literally a family function, Thanksgiving Day. It's so sad. It's pretty bizarre, pretty crazy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot of balls for me to make this video because I don't really usually talk about guys a lot, especially because I don't want guys to think that I'm gonna make a video about them, but the situation is just, it's pretty crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!